Hi, good afternoon. So now I will tell you about the RIPE NCC side of this collaboration. Sorry, finding the arrows here. Yeah. So at the RIPE NCC, we deliver several types of training courses, both online but also face-to-face. And only last year, so in 2018, we delivered weekly training courses, as we normally do, in several countries in our service region. And we were able to reach more than 2,000 participants just in the face-to-face training courses. Now, apart from the face-to-face training courses, we also develop e-learning content, and we also create e-learning opportunities for our members and also the community in general to talk to us and learn directly from us. So weekly, we also provide webinars, and last year we were able to reach more than 1,500 people just through the webinars. And we also organize 2 days full, completely online events that we call RIPE NCC Educa. And we do these events and also these learning initiatives on the content that is related with the work of the RIPE NCC. So we cover the RIPE database, we cover routing security, and also, of course, IPv6. Now, apart from these, we run our own e-learning platform that we call RIPE NCC Educa, and that's where the partnership with the American University of Beirut also started. So through the e-learning platform, we were able to reach or to have certified more than 1,000 students until last year. And by students, I don't mean only people who are studying in universities, but also you, people who work for employers who have years of work experience, but actually want to certify the knowledge that you acquired not only from us, but also the knowledge that you acquired from your own work experience. So based on this, our aim with our training activities is to not only promote knowledge on the industry's hot topics at the moment, but also to empower not just individuals, but communities. And the possibilities of the online learning have given that to us, because it means that you don't have to wait until we go to your country to deliver our training courses, but you can learn them at any time through our e-learning events and also our e-learning platform. One of the goals of these activities is to also reduce not only the workload that we have at the RIPE NCC, but also your own. Because if you learn directly from us the things that you need to know in order to do your jobs better and faster, that also saves time to yourself and also your employer. And throughout all of these activities that we do, the training and e-learning, we notice that especially people who just came out of university or young engineers that have very few years of work experience, they lack some integrated knowledge about how to apply the concepts and the theories that they learn in university. So although we trained for many years, we have trained engineers that have been in the job already, we started thinking, how can we actually make sure that people don't have to wait until they start working, for example, for an internet provider to join our training activities. So let's start earlier. And that's when, of course, together with our colleagues in external relations, we started cooperating with the American University of Beirut in this project that Ryan presented to us, the results. And what we did was we tried to bridge the gap between the curriculum in universities, in academia, and the needs of the job market, because we realized that, for example, engineers didn't know even that the RIPE database existed. They don't know how to create some basic objects in the RIPE database. So by doing these, we can actually help them to perform their tasks faster and also better in their jobs. So we hope that by providing this content to universities and also by establishing these partnerships, that when a student applies to a job after he finishes their studies, they can actually tell the employer, you know what, I know that you need these skills and I have them because I've gained them throughout my degree. So that's the aim that we're trying to achieve with this partnership as well. So with the AUB, they used our online content for the Introduction to IPv6 e-learning course. They integrated it in their curriculum. They use it in the form of webinar, but our goal is that in the future, not just the AUB, but also other universities can use not only this content, but also other content that we have available online, integrated in their own platforms and use them as part of a blended learning approach. For example, that the professors could teach normally in the classroom, but then also the students could do some homework based on the content that the RIPE NCC teaches. And then the teacher could, for example, answer questions during the classroom. So that's our main goal by establishing this partnership. And because we did this pilot with them, which was really successful, so thank you for trying it out, we can now reproduce this model much easier with other universities that would be interested as well. Now, by providing these learning opportunities, not only for students, but also for you, because all of the members and also the RIPE community at large can participate and take part in these activities. For example, join our online courses, join our webinars, go to a training course when we are here. Max, our colleague, for example, this week delivered a series of 3 training courses for you. So, but after you learn that, how can you actually prove that you learned something from us? And that's what we're working on next. Last year, in 2018, during one of the RIPE meetings that we organized in Marseille, we asked, because we've been working on this idea already for a few years, but we asked some of our stakeholders and also some of our members, what do you think if the RIPE NCC were to create professional certifications to prove the knowledge that people can get directly from us? And actually, everyone we talked to liked the idea, but specifically, one of the comments became the foundation of the work that we're trying to do now. So Timo, a very well-known person from the community, mentioned that if we are to do that, the employers can actually use these certificates as part of their hiring process, but the RIPE NCC needs to guarantee that that certificates prove that people can do something, so they are not just theoretical. And this became really important for us and for the development of this project. So I told you in the beginning that we already provide some certificates with the online courses that people do online. But what those certificates don't do is they cannot prove that it was actually you who took that training course and who did that test. So by turning our certifications into becoming a little bit more professional, we can actually verify the identity of the test takers, and we can guarantee that you will have a valid proof of your skills and knowledge regarding RIPE NCC related content. Now, we also hope that by creating this new activity and partnering up with universities such as the American University of Beirut, we will bring also younger people, so younger engineers into the RIPE community that can start working together with us even before they finish their studies. So that would be beneficial not only for the RIPE NCC, but also for the RIPE community at large. And by turning this content into valid certificates, it will also become more important, more current, and also more valuable for the people who hold those certificates. Now, in order to make sure that we do that, we changed a little bit the way we create our online content as well. So we started doing job task analysis, which means that instead of thinking that we know what people need to learn and people need to do, we started talking to people who know already, who have years of experience in their job, and we started asking them, so what do you actually need to know in order to do your job? And we started taking notes of that. We talked to a lot of people, and we started creating the content based on not what we think that people need to learn, but what they tell us that they need to learn. And based on that, we're also modularizing our e-learning content. So our e-learning platform will have many more modules, but also they will become shorter, and it will be also easier for the users to find the information that they want to find. Because we are aware that, for example, if you work in an office and you're busy, you don't have a lot of time to take our online courses. So we want to make sure that in those 15 minutes that you have free, that you're able to learn something. And after you finish this course, and that will be the same for students who are in university, you can take one of our online proctored exams that will be available in the platform. Axel talked a little bit about this project yesterday in his presentation, but this will be done later in the year or beginning of next year. After you complete the exam, and if it is successful, you will be awarded a digital badge. Now, these exams will be taken via an independent platform, so the RIPE NCC will not proctor any of the exams, and we will also not be responsible for the results that you will have. So it's a completely independent organization that will do that together with us. And we decided to go to the digital, we decided to work on this for you to be able to achieve digital badges rather than just a PDF certificate, because it will be more beneficial for yourself, for the students, and for future employers to find this information completely online. Because with the digital badge, you can actually share and transfer your achievements through different social platforms, and employers can also much easily check if you have the skills that you say that you have, and they can check who is the issuer of that badge, for example. So these badges contain lots of information regarding the learning and the assessment achievements of the people who will post them online. Our goal with these partnerships, but also with this project that we're working on, is to build a network of RIPE NCC certified professionals. And we do think that by starting together with young students, we can start growing that network a little bit from the foundations, and that can also bring these young people closer to the RIPE NCC, and also, especially here, closer to the MENOG region. So I would like to tell you that if you want to know more about these partnerships, but also about these certification projects, if you are here in the region, I invite you to talk, for example, to either me or Rumi, who is sitting here, or to our colleagues in the Dubai office, Shafiq and Hisham, for example, and they can answer your questions if you have them. Yeah, thank you very much, and let us know if you have any questions.